What's up, Nintendo gamers? The Kid here, talking about the new Amiibo news. So from Nintendo's financial meeting not too long ago, they announced that they will later this year be releasing Amiibo in card form, and also that they will have little demos installed on different Amiibo figurines for things like NES games and Super Nintendo games. So it won't really be the whole game. It will be kind of what they did with Smash Brothers with the masterpieces. They will have highlight moments basically on the game, and you can play through it for a limited time, which is pretty cool and adds more to the use of Amiibos. But one thing I want to talk about the most is the cards. So they're going to be releasing those later this year, and also the whole NES and Virtual Console demos later this year also. And one thing about the cards that really intrigues me is how much are these cards going to cost. I would think that they would cost way less than the actual Amiibo figurines. So, and also that these cards won't be in such, you know, scarce amounts of them created, because they can mass produce these. So the amount of these Amiibo cards won't be scarce like the Amiibo figurines are. So there shouldn't be a shortage, but then again, there are going to be people who are going to buy the figurine in addition to the cards. So people are going to double dip nonetheless. It's just inevitable that people are going to do that. So, you know, it would be pretty funny if the figurines and the cards end up being sold out everywhere, because this is pretty much going to be the answer to the scarce, you know, amount of Amiibo figurines, so that people can get the same experience as the figurines, but in a cheaper and, you know, more spacious way. So I really hope that they do make a lot of these Amiibo cards, and that they are cheaper, because right now the Amiibo figurines are $13 a pop. So I would think a card would probably be, I would be fine if the card was about $5, or maybe a little bit less, let's say $3. But I mean, that's being a little cheap. I would say $5, maybe top $6. That's about half the price of an Amiibo figurine. But one thing, I mean, I know it seems a little bit cheaper to make it like $3, but at the same time, it is a card. It does give you things, you know, on the game and stuff. That's all fine and dandy. But at the same time, it isn't a sculpted model of a character that you know and love, that you can place on a shelf and have on display. So it loses a lot of its value if it's just a card with, say, a picture, or it's a hologram card, or you know, I don't know what these cards are going to look like, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to be this super extravagant looking thing that looks really anywhere near as good as the figurines. So I would say $6 tops is a good price for them. But I think that will remedy and actually help them sell Amiibo more, because one, they would pretty much be solving the problem of the shortage of Amiibo figurines. I mean, some people may still be bummed that they have to get the card versions instead of the sculpted model of a character they love, the figurine versions, and also they'll be cheaper. So those people will also be happy that they don't have to pay the same amount of money for the character and the content as they would for the figurine version. So I think it's a win-win in a way. But I mean, if you're a collector and stuff, it kind of in a way is a lose for you, just because you don't get the shiny figurine that you want and you want to display and use too, or maybe keep in a packaged box and just collect them, you know. So a lose for collectors, but a win for anyone who just wants the content and wants it at a cheap price. And that person is me. So once these things come out, I think I'm going to catch up a little bit on some of them. I'll probably get Mario, Sonic, and maybe Donkey Kong, Kirby too as card forms. I don't really care much for the figurine forms, but at the same time I do want at least a couple in my possession, so I'll purchase that sometime. So yeah, I think this news is great, and the whole thing with the NES and virtual console demos and stuff, that's neat and stuff. I mean, if it's just going to be little demos of the game, I fail to see the point. I mean, just go ahead and buy the game, but I guess it's pretty neat for people who just want to try out a game and happen to have it downloaded on their Amiibo figurine or already installed on there, for them to kind of get, I guess, a feel for what the game is if they wanted it. That's nice and dandy, but for me it's really, I don't know, just a little bit redundant, especially with virtual console games. Most people know what they're playing and know how it plays like because they've played it before. So I don't know, it would be really cool if you could get a Wii game or something in that form, in a demo form. That will be actually pretty cool. So guys, those are my thoughts on Amiibo cards and the virtual console functionality they're going to add later this year. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more Nintendo related videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.